despotism. It is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Patriots arise. It's time to demand the truth.
All right, Dirk, thank you very much. This is Josh Poet. This is the UFO news for today. We've got several stories you think you're going to find quite interesting. Now, the other day, or over the course of this week, I've played to you sightings that were multiple sightings, where there was just more than one ship going on. We've also talked about fake alien invasions over the last couple of weeks. There seems to be some sort of conditioning, and that's exactly the title of this article right here. Let me set it so you can get a good look at it. Conditioning for fake alien invasion. Mass UFO sighting over Laredo, Texas, August 23rd, 2011. All right, let's take another look at this one here. See what you think.
NSTV, with coverage you can count on. This is Pro 8 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for choosing Laredo's Most Watched News. I'm Tim Gutierrez.
And I'm Ann Hutera. Dozens of Laredo residents woke up to see a bright light in the sky that some say they just cannot explain.
Well, many people are now saying what they saw was a UFO in the sky over South Laredo just before 4 this morning. But not everyone believes it. Annette Garcia has more in our top story at 6.
Caught on camera, this video shot by a Pro 8 News viewer allegedly shows a light some say is coming from a UFO. The light that seems like an ordinary star shone brightly over Laredo around 4 Tuesday morning. It's the second night in a row it's been spotted. Witnesses took to the Pro 8 News Facebook page posting details of what they saw. One person said the light seemed to stay in one spot. Another said he and his wife saw it between 2 and 4 a.m. It was a bright white light and turned to 2, then back to 1. Witnesses say it was flying around the South Laredo area, then flew back up to Central Laredo towards Loop 20, then back around and down Highway 83 before it disappeared, flying too low to be a commercial plane, but was completely silent. Residents in the Chacon Creek area say they see helicopters daily, and this was no helicopter. Over 150 comments flooded another Facebook page, commenting on the sighting that has believers intrigued.
I've been there. We have visitors sometimes. I seen a movie, and when I seen it, I just think like, wow, there's another people out there, different aliens and different creatures out there.
The topic is one that catches the attention of many people across the world. There have been large investigations, even some coming forward with what they say are top secret government documents that prove there are visitors from other planets. There are some who are taking the sighting very seriously, wondering what they saw in the skies of Laredo last night. But for others, it's more of a laughing matter.
All right, so I just wanted to bring this up to you because they show these things and, on one hand, they're being serious about it, but the other hand, they laugh about it. And then they show people who are afraid of UFOs, and they point to the movies. And movies just show negative impressions. They don't give you the right idea of what's going on. So there's really a whole misinformation, a disinformation campaign that seems to be in effect about what's really taking place. Let's look at a few more here. All right, this one here, before we get into the others, let's see here. Now this one here, supposedly the viewer says this is a sighting that took place during the Peru earthquake. Now yesterday, Peru had a 7.0 earthquake. Okay, so that was a pretty darn big earthquake, and they're saying in this video that there's a shot of a UFO. Now what you're going to see is right in here, if you can see where my cursor is moving, look in this area here, and as I start playing, you're going to see a couple of white dots flying through here. Okay, see here just below the tree right there, it's back here. And right in this area here, you'll see when he zooms in. Alright, going to zoom in again. You get a little better view of it here. Alright. Alright, now you see you got a couple of things. Looks like 3 different ships flying from the area. So this was in Peru, where they just had that big earthquake yesterday. And this sighting here, this one is from the White House. They also had a big earthquake yesterday in Virginia, and they felt it at the White House. Now this one here, this one's a bit intriguing. As you look at this one here, this one was taken by ABC News. What you're going to see here, you're going to see the White House, and then off to the right-hand side, where this red dot is, this is where it's said that the UFO is. Now it's really kind of tough to see, and you're going to see in a moment here, you see the shaking of the ABC chyron down here, so you're going to see part of the shaking of the earthquake. And it's claimed by the maker of this video that this here is a ship. And they're going to zoom into it in a moment here so you're able to get a closer look. But they say that this is a ship, and there's actually something they claim coming out of the ship, like you can see a little bit better angle right there, this black haze coming down, and it looks sort of like some sort of steam or smoke or something, and someone's claiming that this is actually something being sent from one ship down to a smaller ship below it. So let me this appears to be what they're talking about, that this black line right here that shoots down is extending down from this craft, and this is a craft here, at least as far as I'm understanding from what they're showing. Now I'm not 100% convinced, but it is quite interesting, and he does point out how these things do pulsate. There's something here down on the ground which seems to have some movement around it as well. Whatever it is seems to be directed from the one above to the one below. Now what is curious about this video, you see the people on top of the White House all walk to the back of the White House and look in that direction. So that in itself I find to be very fascinating, because it does indicate that they were all looking at something. Is that exactly what they were looking at? I don't know. Alright, let's go back over here. We have a UFO sighting down in NB, and this comes to us from the Times Transcript.Canada East by Jacques Galland. Alright, either we've been flown off to another province, or maybe humans on the ground have become less attentive to what's hovering in the sky, or perhaps flying saucers were never there to begin with. Whatever the reason may be, the number of sightings of unidentified flying objects in New Brunswick seems to have gone down in recent years, said a UFO expert who compiles annual sighting data from across Canada. Chris Kwiatkowski of the University of Manitoba, who prepares the annual Canadian UFO survey, said in an email yesterday that sightings have slightly decreased throughout the country since the record year of 2008, when New Brunswick alone reported 28 UFO sightings, more than double what it reported in 2006. In 2009, fewer than 20 sightings in the province were reported, said Rutowski. He said in 2010 and 2011, reports have yet to be compiled, but indicate that he has yet to hear of any UFOs in New Brunswick this year. But while the number fluctuates from year to year, leading UFO researcher Stanton Friedman say public interest in UFO remains fairly high, and that more people are now getting reassurances that it's all right to report anything strange that they may notice in the sky. Now you'll see here that's quite a lengthy article. I'm not going to read the whole thing. That's what I'm going to leave for you. You can find that at our page, firstcontactradio.com, right-hand side, the UFO news stories. We've got a lot of them going back for the last couple months, so you can keep up to date, and you'll notice every day there's new sightings. Every day there's something new. Now this sighting, or this article here, says UFO sightings no accident, say scientists who also warn of planet Earth degrading. This comes to us from Bray Point, Oregon. It says the Earth environment is at a tipping point with unexplained earthquakes and freak storms bashing the continents, while the environment is degrading to such a point that only help from outside the planet can save us, says experts. In the world of 2050, scientists and Guggenheim Fellow Lawrence C. Smith constructs a sweeping thought experiment that doesn't rule out people of the Earth finally making first contact with alien visitors. That, according to 8,500 recently released top-secret British UFO documents, reveal UFO sightings are no accident. In turn, Smith's core alignment is that environmental pressures will transform the northern quarter of our planet, making it a place of greater human activity, strategic value, and economic importance. Moreover, there's now an extreme environmental view from leading world scientists that most of the central and southern parts of the U.S., particularly Texas and New Mexico regions, could become uninhabitable in the next 30 to 40 years as global warming turns these areas into massive dust bowls where average daily temperatures will hover above 100 degrees year-round. All right. Where it talks about this, what do they say? Looking here, did they use the word global warming, economic importance? There's an extreme environmental view from scientists. As global warming, there you go, as global warming turns these areas. So this is all coming from scientists who are talking about the global warming issue. Yet the global warming issue has been discussed in detail. It's been determined that the planet is warming up, but it's not a global warming. It's not a situation that humans are causing it. It's a situation that is going on because there are influences outside the solar system affecting planet Earth, like the sun. The sun gets warm, and when the sun gets warm, it sends heat down to the Earth. And when the Earth has heat sent to it, the Earth gets warm. Now, it's pretty basics, you know. Sun makes warmth and so on. But we have these nonsense scientists who want to keep pushing the global warming agenda, getting us to think that this is a reason why. Now, what it seems to be is that it's just another step pointing to the possibility of a fake alien invasion. Okay? We keep hearing this. We keep having articles come up where scientists are making reference to the fact that our economy would be better if there was an ET invasion. This is the second time that there's been an article out in which they talked about global warming, and if we don't deal with it, ET is going to come down and take care of it. Something's going on, my friends. Something's going on that we need to pay attention to because the seeds are being planted. The seeds are definitely being planted. We're seeing more and more sightings and stories that are out there that show that UFOs are now in the public view. It's not like it's being hidden anymore. They're not able to cover it up anymore because they just keep showing themselves. Now the strange thing is they're showing themselves above areas where there are natural disasters taking place. So either they are causing the natural disasters, or they are not causing the natural disasters and they are trying to help, or maybe they are just observing. Those are three possible scenarios that were in this. If indeed these craft are down here and they are